Thank goodness that's my favorite drop, because otherwise this would really be grating, because we talk about this sport a lot. And with good reason, as the Carolina Hurricanes are now within a couple of wins of getting to the Eastern Conference Final. Now they can't lose again as they trail their series 3-2 with the Rangers, but that's a whole lot better than the 3-0 that they were looking at a couple of games ago. And really, this is like, even with this, it may not even be the result that they deserve, because they have been the better the better team in maybe even all 5 of these games, but certainly 4 of these games. And now they're finally starting to get the results that they deserve, because they're finally starting to break through Igor Shesterkin a little bit. And that is not a knock on Shesterkin at all. He has been phenomenal in this series, and like as Conn Smythe as it gets for the Rangers so far. If the Rangers go on to win the Stanley Cup, there isn't even a podium. As my cat makes it look like I'm talking in an earthquake for those of you watching on YouTube. But Shesterkin has been the highlight for the New York Rangers in this series so far, and now they're starting to get through to them a little bit. And the 4 goals in that third period with your season on the line was quite the showing for the Carolina Hurricanes, but it was probably what they deserved all night, as they were the better team once again this entire game. And I think this was, it was an important third period for a number of different reasons. One, they won, so their season isn't over, so that helps. But 2, I think it wasn't just the goals that they scored that really were the key. I also think it was who scored them. When you look at specifically the first 2, Stahl has played so well in this series, but has had trouble breaking through. He gets the first goal after just absolutely walking Schneider and getting to the front of the goal and just tucking it around Shesterkin. And then Kuznetsov, who now has goals in back-to-back games after being a little bit shaky in the early parts of this series. So you get 2 guys who you needed to kind of get going, and you needed to breaking through. And again, no one really has been able to on Shesterkin, who has been unbelievable in this so far. Guess where my cat is now? Back up on the desk. But you get Shesterkin, who has been unbelievable so far, but you're now able to get some pucks through. And like I said, they score 4 in the period, 3 of them on the goalie, and come away with that victory. And it is now becoming very apparent that the Rangers' defensive issues aren't just this cute thing that is allowing Shesterkin to come up with amazing save after amazing save and amazing performance after amazing performance. It is now allowing it is now hindering your team and allowing the Hurricanes to get back into this playoff series. I don't know why you're freaking out. I've been talking this loud the whole time. For those listening, my cat is up on the desk now with me. But the Rangers defense is now becoming a big enough problem that you can no longer ignore it. And I don't know what the fix is. Admittedly, I don't know the Rangers' blue line depth well enough to be like, oh yeah, just put blah, 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 blah in there. They are going to have to figure this out, because it is way too many high quality scoring opportunities. They high danger chanced the Rangers 13-5 in this last game and 27-12 in the last 2 games. 2 sides of this. 1, that's way too many that you're giving up, and 2, that's not nearly enough to be getting for the Rangers. Like, they are getting really dummied in these games. And yes, Carolina's been the more desperate team these last couple of games, 100%. But this has been a trend throughout this series for the Rangers, that they have had a real difficult time slowing down, and are going to need to do this to avoid an epic collapse in this Eastern Conference semifinal. Between the pipes for Carolina, Freddie Anderson has come up with another big performance. But again, you get that one exception. Shorthanded, it's a 2-on-1, but that is a save that Anderson needs to make on Trouba coming in and letting that shot go. And you're not expecting that shot, you're expecting a pass, it's a 2-on-1, blah, 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 blah. You need that save. At that point, it is a 0-0 game. Your team is on the power play, and this is another just back-breaking goal that it cost them against the Islanders early in their series, and it could have cost them in this game. Now, this team is mentally strong enough that they're able to just power through, and it's not an issue at all. But they need Freddie Anderson to not allow the one bad goal a game, because that could have been a backbreaker. And it's a credit to them that it wasn't, but that really could have been a problem.